Yeah!
He scores!
A two-hand jam!
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
The following program is paid for, and the opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
Boom! And just like that, we've got hope. Welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN. How about that Q, man?
That was a great game.
Now, I'm not going to try to pretend I'm going to have cautious optimism and try to downplay the significance of last night's game, but guess what? That was a big game.
I was pretty excited.
And guess what? They played, and we're going to break it all down. We're going to talk about everything. From some of the nonsense you hear during the week, can they play together? They two different games. Let that game, the whole day leading up to that game last night, I saw people in the Acme, Wawa, the liquor store, people wearing Sixers jerseys last night.
Are we expecting too much?
No,
after that one?
Look, let's just take for one game. Let's just enjoy it.
We did.
It
was fun to watch.
This guy played too many minutes, and that was a fun game.
It was a fun game. It almost looked like an all-star game. They meshed and gelled together like I've never seen before. It's like they've been playing for the last 10 years together.
And you know what? Everything with the whole game, from ball movement, shot selection, defense. I thought they played. All I can think of is coming in here. What a shot of adrenaline this team needed, because it elevated by having James Harden. You know, Q is a former professional athlete. You get guys that come in, they can elevate the play of everybody.
Yeah, and some athletes do that better than others in sports, but obviously the team around them played better. They were in unison together. I love what I saw last night, and hopefully we got some great things ahead of us. So what?
There was a point in time in the very beginning of the game where it didn't seem like it looked like the Timberwolves are really, really keying in on Harden. They didn't want him to have a shot. He didn't get frazzled. He showed his true veteran that he's a true veteran and a perennial all-star. He waited for his moment. Then the first shot he takes it to the hoop and gets failed. It's a 3-point play.
Yeah, the pressure the pressure doesn't get to him.
No.
He knows. He goes, okay, I'm getting double teamed here. I'm going to kick it out, give it to somebody else. I'm going to be get that assist. And he was only 3 away from a triple double.
Yes,
from rebounds. So that would have been.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, his totally two away.
Two
he
away.
had two,
Yep.
8 assists. So, my expectations now, after one game, are high. I thought James Harden looked in great shape. He played a little defense.
A little is the key word.
But I saw a tweet coming across the Twitter world. Why is Steibel starting? Defense, maybe.
Yeah, you know you're not going to get a lot of defense out of Harding.
No.
But so you do. You need one guy to come in there and shut down their score.
Every team needs a defensive guy.
Yes.
Yep.
This is why I
Role playing, Josh.
This is why I put my phone down last night. And I said this on my show last night. Twitter and social media have become such a cesspool. They become a cancer to sports talk conversation.
Yes.
Like, I just can't take it sometimes. Like, the number of complete imbecilic Neanderthals on social media, they all just need to be slapped in the face.
I mean, it's trivial, some of the things that's talked about and mentioned and said. I'm like, so there was a whole myriad of speculation, anticipation during the week leading up to this game, right? After the All-Star weekend, you saw pictures of the answer and James Harden, right, standing next to each other, and the whole lead up, and you heard about how Harden quit on 2 teams. He's out of shape. Can they play? Is there enough ball? All these things. We all put to rest last night because Harden looked like he was in great shape last night.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
he looked like, what are you talking about? He didn't look fat or chunky.
I don't know. Let's not go that way, but let's not jump ahead because there's a lot of games to be played left in the NBA. And right now, it's a honeymoon.
Well, there's 23 games left in the regular season.
I know, but it's a honeymoon still, so they got to kind of.
No,
so let's not put him in the Eastern Conference Finals.
You're trying to smell me out.
I'm going to mellow you out a little
Pace
bit.
myself.
Pace
right?
yourself. Don't
get a true professional athlete. Don't get too emotional when things are going great.
Exactly.
And don't get too low when things are going bad.
Yeah, let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy the moment.
All right, but Brad and Josh, for the first time, I feel like something's there with the Sixers.
Yeah, they do have something there, and I agree. It's
After
okay to be
one
excited.
game.
Well, don't get excited, Billy.
I am. I'm excited.
I know. I can see.
See, Brad makes a great point though, because if last night Harden went 3 for 13, let's say, and he had 10 assists and like 8 points, will we feel the same way as we're acting right now? Probably not. But it doesn't mean after one game doesn't define. anyone.
and I don't want to mislead people, but I feel excited.
You're excited. I understand
about it.
You're like a new kid with a new toy, a new Christmas toy. You come down, and Billy's excited. But let's just see how he bounces back. How he's on, back-to-back games on the road. How's he going to react?
I get it.
Let's just take it down a notch, Bill.
Barring, God forbid, knock on wood. Let me bang my head. Barring any injury, I get it. But let me just enjoy. Like I said, the anticipation, seeing people with Sixers jerseys in stores. I felt a buzz around town. I felt that buzz.
It is nice, yeah.
I agree. Buzz when things are. And guess what? It came to fruition last night.
Yep, I agree. So it's exciting.
So don't try to rain on my parade.
It's exciting now. Football's done, and we got a lull here.
That's right.
Hockey, the Flyers stink.
So you know what? So the yin and the yang. All right, we'll set that up too because we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
the locker room.
Brad, why just to bring up the Flyers?
Because we went to the game on Tuesday night.
So Craig Maruby sent me 4 tickets.
Yeah.
Right after Sunday show, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And I was just messing around. He sent us 4 tickets.
Yeah.
So I said, let's make it a locker room. By the way, Josh, I want to right now publicly. I want to apologize because I took a lot of heat from you guys this week on the.
Don't say you guys. I didn't say
guys.
I wasn't involved.
I drew the ire of Mike Gill but Josh, I just assumed because I have asked you to go to other things. I have. And you were like, I work, blah, blah. And I knew you had your show, and it's the Harden week. I don't know. I just dropped the ball, so I want to apologize.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I accept your apology. I'm not upset about it.
So I will make it up to you.
It's all good, Bill.
But Tuesday,
yep.
So Chief gives us tickets. We get 4 tickets. So the locker room crew went.
Yeah.
Me, you, Carlin, and Pete Thompson.
Yeah.
And we had a great time.
We had a good time. It was a good time.
How anticlimactic. We're all excited.
Yeah.
I had a sport jacket on, right? I wrote the article there on 97.3ESPN.com. You can go.
It's a good picture, by the way.
It's a good picture we took. But I was all jacked up, and then you get to the stadium, and it's the Flyers, and there's nobody in the stand.
Nobody in the stand. It was half full. I've never seen it like that.
Now, I heard Pete say yesterday on Mike's show that there were people in the stands. But I'm here to tell you, I don't think I've ever attended a Flyers game with the attendance there was that night.
No,
that empty. I've never seen it like there was 2
bad.
sections in the upper level that had nothing.
Yeah.
For a whole 2 sections.
Yep. No, it was.
I have never seen that. Whether it's the Spectrum, the Coors State Center, the Wells Fargo, I have never seen. And you know what? I wrote in the article too. As the losses mount, as the dollar signs go up and the wins go down, this is what's happening. This is going to be the new norm. And I've never seen it in this area. The Philadelphia teams. I mean, look how many years did the Eagles stink, right? And that place was sold out.
It's different though.
Know,
Flyers. You got 2 games a week. You got $30 in parking. You got to take a whole family. It'll cost you $300-400.
Well, and
they stink,
and
it's not worth it. You're like, I'll watch it on TV.
You'll know. The sports dollar there's not that much sports dollar. I mean, if you think about it,
No.
I mean, it's all corporate, but the
Yep.
but the people that pay the individuals that go, and we talked this with Scotty McKay, was a season ticket holder for the Flyers for years and years, but he got tired because he'd pay his season ticket money, go to the game and sit somebody that paid $21.19 to get in on StubHub.
Yep. It's a different environment we're in.
It's a mess. It's an absolute
It's
mess.
a
And
mess.
Bill, you and I have had this conversation for a decade now,
Right?
about the bubble, the bursting bubble when it comes
Yes.
to financially with sports. And someone was going to have to burst. And I think you're seeing that now with hockey in some ways. And I think you're also seeing in baseball. People have to pick and choose what they can spend their money on. People don't have endless resources.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's an entertainment expense, and people are cutting back on entertainment expenses.
People pick and choose, and guess what? No offense to anyone out there, but and I understand a lot of people made money off of this, but the pandemic and the lockdowns basically ruined people in some ways because of not just financially and business wise, but socially. People now have the opportunity to watch things at home, and they don't value the experience of going to a game, covering an event, being in the arena as they used to.
Exactly. And some of these places, the arenas, you still got to sit in the arena and wear a mask.
Well, the mask mandate was removed. I mean, not the mask mandate. The vaccine mandate was removed. And remember, we walked into the box. Initially, they made us
put a mask on. Yeah.
But once you got in, there was nobody.
No one's. Yeah, they didn't enforce it. Yeah.
So we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be, of course, it's Saturday. That means we'll talk with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. He'll call us from Vegas. And then Mike Carlin, our own Mike Carlin, is up in Cleveland. He's going to the Cavs game tonight. His son works for the Cavaliers. So we got a lot to talk about and a short time to do it. Hey, I want to remind people that today at the Gregory's from between 1 and 5 p.m. or 1 and 5 p.m. today, they're having a South Jersey coastal rowing fundraiser. The money is the fundraiser is to support buy equipment and boats and equipment. Coastal rowing is becoming an Olympic sport. So at Gregory's today, from 1 to 5, Gregory's Restaurant, 900 Shore Road, they're having the fundraiser. Get down there. It's $30 at the door, light fare, raffle drawing. So it's a good cause. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an issue-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Have you heard of New Jersey's premier vacant home management service, My Winter Watchdog? You know those worrisome thoughts that creep into your mind every time you hear of a storm coming, and the daunting task of driving down to the shore to check on the house, hours of time on the road. Let My Winter Watchdog be your eyes and ears with their 15-point inspection checklist. They offer a full menu of maintenance and improvement services. Owner Debbie McGonigal and her team of property caretakers are professional, licensed, bonded, and insured. So don't let the winter worry you. They'll give your house that lived-in look. That's My Winter Watchdog. Go to mywinterwatchdog.com or give them a call at 267-202-1869. That's 267-202-1869, or send Debbie an email, Debbie@mywinterwatchdog.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Flyers Capitals later today with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action. Coverage begins at 12:30 on your home for Flyers hockey in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
High prices don't get you a great network. A great network gets you a great network. It's why Total Wireless runs on the largest, most dependable network with nationwide 5G. And now our totally unlimited plan is just $50 a month for talk, text, and high-speed data that never run out. Get unlimited laughing, scrolling, unlimited everything. Total Wireless. Do amazing. Available at Target. Capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. Total Wireless reserves the right to review your account after 60 gigs. Terms and conditions at totalwireless.com/terms.
The 2022 Hercules Tires MAC Basketball Championships are headed to Atlantic City's Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall, March 8th through 12th, featuring 22 men's and women's teams. The tournament is fun for the family, featuring a band jam, Spirit Squad showcase, and a mac and cheese fest, where you'll be able to taste a variety of mac and cheese from your favorite local restaurants. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action, to see who will cut down the nets, and earn a spot in the big dance. Get your tickets at boardwalkhall.com.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN. The intern Jake's in here. And, of course, Josh Henning pushing all the buttons, keeping us on the air, as he does each and every Saturday.
I'm a button pusher.
You're a button pusher.
Button pusher.
A couple things. We were talking about our Tuesday night adventure at the Wells Fargo Center for the Flyers. We ended up running into we were talking about the lack of attendance, the poor attendance, and
just the enthusiasm.
Well, the team stinks and everything.
Yeah.
But we did meet somebody as like a diamond in the rough.
Oh, yeah.
And she was wonderful. Karen Shavitz, I believe, is her last. Shavitz.
She's been a Flyers fan for how many years?
48 years.
48 years.
We're gonna have her on the show tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna talk to her because she's a wealth of knowledge. I spoke with her the other day, and we're gonna have her on the show tomorrow. She works actually at Uncle Bill's Pancake House. 48 years, Q.
It's a long time.
Only missed like a handful of games.
It's a long time.
She goes to every single game.
And we asked her who was the greatest Flyer of all time.
She said Bobby Clark.
Bobby Clark. Yeah.
All right. So I just and we were texting. It was funny too, Josh. I text Craig Berube, the chief, literally at 7:02. Now they get on. The team was just walking on the ice, and I made a comment which I can't repeat here, I said, if he gets back to me, we start laughing, right?
Yeah.
He got right back to me.
Yeah. He's like, okay.
And we just started howling because I can't tell you what he said, Josh. But
listen, you've had Berube in here before. The conversations off the air are very different than what they are on the air.
Very colorful.
Very colorful.
He's
very
beauty.
colorful. Very
Josh,
colorful.
he's a beauty, isn't he, Josh?
Yeah,
he is. But
hockey,
you know what?
Hockey players are a different breed.
They are.
They're a different breed.
But that's one of the things I love about Craig. Craig is just an honest dude.
You know
Like,
what? That's a he's a real dude.
He's a real guy.
He's a coach, won a Stanley Cup, just got a 3-year extension. He's a regular guy.
Right, but see,
regular
hockey
guy.
players are like that. They're Canadians. They're not the pampered American
And
athletes.
football players used to be. I think of the three other sports. I thought football players were the best, but nowadays they're unapproachable too.
Yeah, nowadays it's the
I
new
think it's
generation.
person to person. I mean, some of these guys are better than others.
Yeah, but as a whole, hockey are probably the most humble, accessible, and then
You're
probably
saying of the 4 teams.
the 14,
the 14,
hockey,
yeah.
and then football, and then
Basketball players are unapproachable.
no, basketball aren't, and then baseball's kind of hit or miss in between.
So one other thing about the Flyers games. I mean, the Flyers try to do a good job. They gave out a gritty thing. By the way, where's my gritty thing?
I don't know.
Somebody took my gritty thing.
I think it's in my
Was
pocket.
it a fanny
It's
pack?
it's a
Fanny pack,
A fanny
yeah.
pack. It's still in my pocket. I think.
Well,
I saw the picture of it online, and people were joking that the thing was so big they wouldn't allow that back in the building.
Yeah, it's a fanny pack. They were giving fanny packs out.
But the game itself, it's a shame. This team, I mean, they're the owners of 2 of the longest losing streaks in team history, and they're already lost their last 6 games, and this team can't. They find ways to lose.
And that I don't even think the passion. There was no fights.
There was no
fights.
Well, that's enough. Don't get
Come
me started.
on.
Don't get
I
me
mean,
started
The
on
fight's not a symbol of passion.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I've seen- I've seen-
if you're getting your butt,
if you're getting your butt kicked,
you want to
might
have
as
some
well.
fight.
There's no fighting the dog anymore.
I mean, they had a fight on Monday, and in that game they went to overtime. They had a fight in another game previously with
Yeah, but
McEwen.
one fight's not enough.
Where they were down. They were down 5-1. He gets in a fight and they lose worse.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, and Q, as a ex-professional athlete, in spring training back when you played, you don't see it too much anymore. Guys used to mix it up all the time. There was like you're fighting for a job.
Yeah, there was a lot more fights back in the day.
Right?
Yeah. Nowadays,
and there was some Donnybrook, we saw some big. You would always see every training camp, right? Some big fights between guys. You don't see that anymore, and you don't see like Josh says. Well, fight. And I know a lot of people are not proponents of fighting. I am. I think you are.
I think fighting's
I think the new generation, like one of our ex-colleagues here, was anti-fight. He likes fighting, he says, but he's anti-fighting. So I don't know.
Well, I listen, and him and I kind of agree on this.
You know what I'm talking about? Right?
Yeah, he's a former hockey player himself.
Right.
I'm not anti-fighting. I'm anti-fighting for the sake of fighting.
Yep.
The reason why guys would fight back in the day was to defend the stars, to defend their teammates,
and defend your honor. How about that?
To get the crowd riled up. There was a reason for fighting. The problem is that there's a point where fighting was guys were just getting in fights because they get a fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they had like fight clauses in their contract.
Yeah.
It's like I get X number of
well,
penalty minutes.
right.
I
That's
get
where
money
the
out
game
of
has
it.
changed. But my point, and I think Q will agree with me, you're in a 6-game losing streak. There's nobody in your building. You're getting embarrassed night in and night out.
You got to change it up.
Fight for your honor.
Fight for your honor. They get a cheap goal.
Right.
They say something on the ice and they're giving you grief. Then you drop the gloves.
Right.
Drop the gloves.
Settle it that way.
Yep.
Now,
Exactly.
obviously, the game's changed, but
the ironic thing is now it's gotten to the point now with hockey where it's like literally you can tell a team by who actually, you mentioned the word passion, Bill. You know, certain teams, they almost always get in fights now. Other teams, they don't ever get a fight that like depends on it.
Right.
And it's such an extreme now that the balance of the game has gone off.
But don't you have to have enforcers on your team?
Teams don't anymore.
Teams don't have enforcers anymore because there's no room for the goon anymore.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be good skaters and good players.
Like Washington has what's his name?
Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson. There are teams that are championship teams have that ability. The St. Louis Blues of a couple years ago, they just won that Stanley Cup. They were bruisers.
Yeah.
And then you know why? And like Tocchet used to tell me years ago. Once you put your hammer down and mark your territory, if you will, people stay away from you.
They do.
But you gotta get that reputation.
Yeah.
You gotta earn that. And
you
then
have to be willing as well.
Right.
You have to be willing to, because it's not just the fighting, it's the hitting. You mentioned the word grinder, Bill. When I was watching that Blues team run to the Stanley Cup, they were in every corner fighting for every puck.
You got to be
chasing.
It's a different mindset. The puck goes in the corner. You know you're going to get banged by one of the defensemen.
Right.
I mean, you got
to bang him first.
You got to exactly. So you got to set the tempo. You got to set the
the
pressure
Flyers
on the
have none of that. And
none
you
of
know
that. So is that coaching or leadership on the team? Is it
think
both?
It's both. But here's
yeah.
the thing. Now, John, Q, I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to say this, but I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying this team has had an exorbitant number of injuries this year. They lost some key people.
Ridiculous number of injuries.
A ridiculous number. But with that being said, you still have to see fight with the guys you have left.
Yeah, you got to go. Yep, exactly.
Right?
So
I mean, you can't just lay down and
you can't quit.
Everybody has injuries on teams, and you got to move on.
All right. And I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on the Flyers because it's not worth it. But what are they? 15, 26, and 10. They
have the fourth worst record in the NHL.
Yeah, and listen, the team is just it's in shambles, man.
15 and 26.
Mike Gill made this comment, Bill, the other day, and I laughed. I immediately thought of you because it's something actually you would maybe think of. The fact that the Flyers are the fourth worst team in the NHL is ironic because there's actually other teams worse than them.
Yeah, well, you know what? Their point total puts them at 4, but their wins and losses, they have.
That's why they're fourth because they have more points than the other teams
because they have more overtime losses.
Right,
but which is like that's worse.
Congratulations, you lost in overtime
and 16th worst attend or 16th in attendance.
16th in attendance in the NHL.
That's the one thing.
Yeah,
Josh,
that's embarrassing. That was a badge of courage, Philly. It was packed every night. Day in and day out.
If you won the game, you probably were going to lose the
20 years.
Yeah.
For 20 years, the Flyers were top 5 in attendance year in and year out. Yep. This is the worst attendance year on average since the 83-84 season. Like, just think about that for a minute. That's 37 years of people showing up. It took 37 years for people to say enough is enough.
So if you're ownership, what are you doing? Like you're going, oh my gosh.
Well, I think the ownership needs to care. I don't think the Flyers, I don't think they're corporate.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I want to remind people that the South Jersey Coastal Rowing fundraisers today at Gregory's down there at the 900 Shore Road in Summers Point, New Jersey, from 1 to 5. Get down there. They got raffle and drawings, and late fare is included, $30 at the door. Joe Grimes, Mark Grimes, his brother, and is one of the, I think, Tom McCann. They're running this thing because South Jersey Coastal Rowing has become an Olympic sport. So they're trying to.
Have you ever done rowing's a great exercise?
On the beach patrol.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan and the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at Maserati, the mainline, today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we're going to go to Vegas and talk to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
NBA Saturday prime time.
The rebound stolen by a Combo winds up and throws it home on a windmill right hand.
The march to the postseason continues when Giannis and the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks welcome the Brooklyn Nets.
One to shoot out to Aldridge. Got off a three and he hit it.
The Bucks and Nets. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
It's the NBA on 97.3 ESPN, your exclusive home for the NBA Finals.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is Camden County Commissioner Director Lou Capelli with some quick COVID vaccine facts. First, if you haven't received your booster shot, you are not fully protected. 99% of our positive cases are people who haven't been boosted. Second, growing up, almost all of us were vaccinated to protect us from infectious diseases. And COVID vaccines are no different. This is your shot. Make it count. And remember, if you're not boosted, you're not fully protected. Visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine for more information.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut-rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's Tango Day, everybody. Follow after me and step and bet and slide and dip. That's Tango.
Why is Ice-T leading our tango class?
It's probably the heart-shaped Honey Nut Cheerios. He found out they can help lower cholesterol. Now he's having fun taking care of his heart in all sorts of new ways.
Let's see those hips move, people.
Hurry and get your heart-shaped Cheerios. They're only here for a limited time.
With GMF financing excludes Corvette. Now till the end of the month, Bennett Chevrolet is paying a minimum $8,000 for any trade. No joke. That's $8,000 minimum for any rundown old piece of junk you can get to our lot. Don't let that clunker just sit around. Have it towed to Bennett and get at least $8,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. But this is a special offer this month only. Got a good trade? Bring it in. Because if we're paying a minimum $8,000 for junk, imagine how much more Bennett will pay for a good quality trade. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy ours. Plus, you won't find Bennett selling new cars over factory window sticker like other dealers. And if you're stuck in a lease, we can get you out early. Every make and model. No obligation, no pressure. Because our non-commissioned sales staff is paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Now till the end of the month, Bennett Chevrolet is paying a minimum $8,000 for any trade. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN. The locker room with you on a Saturday here. A little chilly out there, but we're going to warm things up. We're going to go all the way out to Las Vegas and talk to our good buddy. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. What's up, Dave?
David, we can't see you, but we can hear you.
What's up, boys?
What's up?
I'm on my way to Palm Springs to watch a premier Division I softball tournament.
Nice.
With my oldest daughter. It ain't warm here, though. It's 33 degrees.
Ooh, okay.
That's terrible. I didn't think it got that cold out there.
I didn't think it was. I know. Only at night.
Yeah, not well. It's morning, and it's the sun is shining, but it's cold. Hopefully, it's going to warm up by the time we get there.
All right, sportsbook consigliere. All right, Consig, talk to us about that Sixers game last night. I'm sure you watched it.
Boys, I like the debut. I mean, he's wearing number 1. They got the first win of the season with him. I like everything about it so far. I think it's going to work. I think he's going to fit in, and this makes them, well, obviously, they were already one of the top 3 teams in the East, I think. This makes them a front runner as far as I'm concerned. People keep talking about Brooklyn and them just turning on a switch, and they're still the odds-on favorite. I don't understand it, but I like where the Sixers are going right now.
Sportsbook, I'm looking at the odds for winning the championship, and Golden State is a plus 450, followed by the Phoenix Suns plus 450, Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee Bucks at 550, and then the Sixers at 700. That's a good play.
Yeah, so I like to look at those and then try to pick the conference winner. Now, sportsbooks have pretty much decided that the Western Conference, the winner of the Suns and the Warriors, is going to win the NBA championship, but not by much. I think the Sixers have value to win the NBA championship at that 7-1, because if they not run the table, they're not going to win every game the rest of the season, but they're going to win more than they're going to lose. I think they're going to get, hopefully, I think they got a shot at getting the 1 seed, but if not the 2 seed, and having a little bit easier road. Billy, I think we could talk about me coming back for Eastern Conference Finals. For the
Wow.
Wow, that's big.
That
Getting the
is
book coming
big.
east. All right,
I'd love to see him in the Phillies or the 76ers hat, you know?
Yeah, we can't see him today because he's on his way to Palm
I
Springs.
know.
Palm Springs out there. That's an affluent area, right? Sportsbook?
Yeah, I mean, Billy, it's a business trip. I ain't going shopping. I'm going to watch softball, and I'm coming back. I got stuff we got to take care of. It's a big weekend. We're getting ready for March Madness. The kids said, hey, I got to go watch softball. So I said, okay, but I'm going to keep an eye on all these basketball games today, too. Don't worry.
Yeah, there's a full slate. Now, I'm going to ask you for your 3 best plays in a second, but so last night, the enthusiasm and to the build-up, the James Harden era, I mean, I saw people walking around with Sixers jerseys on at the shop, at the supermarket, the Wawa, everywhere. And then, we have another team in town, the Villanova Wildcats, who smoked Butler last night, like, what was it, 72-36?
My high school could smoke Butler, Billy. So Butler's not real good this year.
Yeah, I mean, Villanova had a very tough game earlier in the week.
Yeah, Tuesday they lost.
At UConn. And that one came down to the end. Still not sure that was actually a block or a charge, but, the end of the game is what it is.
Well, I got to
Providence is probably going to win the Big East today. And that's going to make Villanova 2 seed, which is actually could affect their odds to win it all. I think they're live to get to the Final Four, guys. Wow. But I don't know if they have the horses to actually win the whole thing. But there's odds on them right now to get, you can bet on them to get to the Final Four. You can bet on them to win it all. You can bet on them to win the Big East, all of which are viable possibilities, in my opinion.
We're talking to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Of course, you watch him with Cash Considerations and Bostonian versus the Books. He's every MLB network.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere, man.
He's everywhere. I love it.
You're an everywhere man.
Try my best, guys. I told you. We talk about all the sports, which is good. I don't really have to worry about talking about the Flyers or really the Pens right now, because those hockey teams in Pennsylvania are having a bit of a tough time. So that's good. We can focus on the basketball. I'm all in on the Sixers. I mean, I hope there's baseball, Billy. They're going to get this thing. They're going to get this thing worked out.
I hope you're right, Dave. I hope you're right.
Yesterday. Yeah, but I don't know. This thing may be delayed. They may screw this up. Not that get this done by Monday, and they may actually delay the start of baseball season into mid-April or even May 1st.
I just missed the pitchers and catchers would be reporting now. We'd be a month away from
just bad representation
right.
on both sides.
March comes in like a lion and leaves like a lamb. We're not even having anything.
March Madness.
I know.
Baby.
Other than March Madness.
March Madness.
Which is,
Well, in Philly, you guys got to worry about ramping up for a serious run in the NBA. Like that's all we can focus on right now, and we'll worry about let the baseball take care of itself.
All right, Sportsbook, give us three of your best plays today.
Well, I didn't even look at the lines last night before I left, but Providence is playing Creighton today. Creighton's best player is out for the season, suffered a wrist injury. So that's a big number. A lot of people are probably going to play Providence like it's a, kind of a coronation. They're going to win the Big East for the first time ever. I think Creighton is going to cover the spread because it's way overpriced. Now, Creighton may be overmatched and may get blown out. I don't really think Creighton can win, but I think they can cover. Arkansas has a big game today. I can't remember exactly who that one's against off the top of my head while I'm driving, and I can't look. But that's another game that you need to keep your eye on. Arkansas is a team that I think sports books have kind of taken notice, as well as people in the know. At least my guys out here in Vegas said Arkansas is a team that plays super defense. Their games have been going under. They're a good play today.
They're playing Kentucky today.
Yeah, so Arkansas, right. Arkansas is playing Kentucky. So you're kind of going against popular opinion. A lot of people can be on Kentucky. Arkansas is live today. Right. Not only to cover, but win. Then
how about
a weird game, and it's off the beaten path. All right, and this would be one that like Mikey would have got me with last week when he asked me the question. Northern Iowa is hosting Loyola Chicago. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Loyola Chicago this is for that Valley Conference Championship. I only know this because my co-host on Bostonia versus the Book, Matt Peralt, brought this up. This is a gigantic game in this conference. They basically, Loyola needs this game to win the conference and kind of secure a bid in at-large bid, even if they don't win their conference starting. Loyola is a short number. He says they can win the game, but the other team is live. It's a dead under. Whatever that total is, bet the game under. All right. As far as the side, I actually like the home team, but he insists that Loyola Chicago is going to win. So we battled back and forth, opposite sides. Under's the play in the game.
So take Loyola in the under. The over and under in that game is 137.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under.
Yeah. Well, Dave, I'll tell you what, man, you got a big day out there within Palm Springs. Good luck to your daughter playing her game today. And we're going to watch, and we're going to scout. Oklahoma, number 1 team in the country, is playing. UCLA, number 3 team in the country, is playing. Tennessee, Baylor, all the schools
all the big
playing.
ones.
Well, yeah, so we're going out to watch, so then we can have some intel when we come back, and we can do the numbers for the Women's College World Series.
Oh, boy.
Scouting right there. The book's got to be on top of it. All right, Dave, as always, we really appreciate it. Love the segment, and we'll see you next Saturday.
See you, David.
All right, Brad.
See you guys.
All right, Billy. Have a good rest of the day. Enjoy it, and we'll talk next week.
All right, there he is, the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. I like seeing him, but we'll take the phone call.
Yeah.
Because he's always wearing,
he's always wearing
we
a
neglected
different.
to ask him what he's wearing. Maybe he's not wearing.
I don't think he's wearing anything. He's driving. He's driving. He's not sporting anything.
Want to remind people that coastal rowing is becoming an Olympic sport, and they're going to be down there at Gregory's today between 1 and 5. Get down there, support a great cause. South Jersey Coastal Rowing Fundraiser is from 1 to 5 at Gregory's 900 Shore Road. Mark Grimes is there, Joe Grimes. Mark Grimes is our good buddy. It's his brother, and Dan Adams will be down there, so get down there for that. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, homebuilders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process. Surety Title has 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in the area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and seems a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up the first hour. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
It's Sixers basketball tomorrow on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Here's another drive by Maxey, up and good. A beautiful right-hand runner. He's squaring out a path down that right wing.
The Sixers are at the Garden to face the Knicks. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey, 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is Mike Herron. You've heard me talk about my experiences playing football at the Naval Academy on The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. I'm here to tell you about a company with the same high level of integrity and dedication that it takes to be successful on the football field. Best Property Maintenance. When you need cleaning and janitorial services you can trust, call Best Property Maintenance. They'll take care of your property from top to bottom, commercial and residential, fully licensed and insured. Call Best today. When you want it done right and on time, call Best. They'll do the rest. Call today 609-926-2378 or go online at bestpropertynj.com.
It's Tango Day, everybody. Follow after me and step and bet and slide and dip. That's tango.
Why is Ice-T leading our tango class?
It's probably the heart-shaped Honey Nut Cheerios. He found out they can help lower cholesterol. Now he's having fun taking care of his heart in all sorts of new ways.
Let's see those hips move, people.
Hurry and get your heart-shaped Cheerios. They're only here for a limited time.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. Right now, you can do the complete job and get a great deal when you buy a set of Duralast brake pads and rotors. It's also AutoZone's national hiring event. We're hiring all positions, from sales to warehouse and drivers, both part-time and full-time. Visit careers.autozone.com or any one of our stores.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Cold weather got you down? Forget the snow boots and pack your swimsuit. Atlantic City International Airport offers nonstop flights to Cancun. What are you waiting for? Book your flight today by visiting spirit.com.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. 26th of February.
I can't
so
wait
March
for
comes
spring.
in. March comes in like a lion and leaves like a lamb.
March Madness.
March
Madness, baby.
All right, I want to really get into the Sixers because we set it up but we got off on our little Flyers tangent because the locker room was there on Tuesday to see the Blues and the Flyers. But now I want to get into the Sixers. Spend the rest of the show talking about how excited I am about the
76ers.
You know, I mean, that song last night was had a little extra jump in there for me. Let's get a Sixers song going, Josh. But James Harden, one of the you can play in the background or something, you know. One of the things that people were saying that James Harden, you know, the regular season is different than the playoffs, right?
Yep.
But people, during the regular season in his career, James Harden has 25.0 points per game. He has 36. His 3-point percentage is 36.2, and 5.6 rebounds, 6.7 in his assists, and then it goes down just a little bit. But isn't that the nature of the beast? I mean, that's not a negative thing.
No, that's just human nature,
right?
Like you said. But things
get a little tighter, right? In the
they
playoffs?
get tighter. They play defense in the playoffs,
right?
So that's the normal progression. And I don't know why it's only like that. I think in basketball that
and then people
no
say,
matter what seat you are, they just play. They wrap up for the playoffs.
No,
they get healthy and they're going to play defense and
well, because it's
give 100%.
It's money time.
It's money time.
It's money time.
It's money time.
So here's the thing with James Harden. People say like that he's not dedicated, or he could be a little soft, a little overweight. Guess what? He's played in 137 playoff games, and I know he hasn't won the big one, but it's not all his fault. But guess what? He's only missed he could have played in 140. He only missed 3 playoff games in all those years.
He plays through a lot of bangs.
That's a lot of basketball. I mean, you're playing every other day. That's not easy.
Right.
I mean, and he's not a young guy. He's not 22 years old anymore.
No.
So your body takes a toll, and traveling and sleeping in a hotel and getting on the
his points per game only drops by 2 points. So his career average for points per game is 25.0.
But guess what?
In the playoffs,
His
it's
points may
23.3.
drop,
Who cares?
But the assists go up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he's giving somebody else the point.
Exactly. So he's not shooting it. So he is giving it like good point, Josh. He is. He's
Right?
passing the ball off.
And how about this? For his career, he's almost averaging a triple-double.
Yeah,
he's only
which is
2
amazing.
assists away from averaging
Yeah.
for his career.
Yeah, he's a top 50 player.
And don't forget, part of his career, he was the 6th man with OKC. He wasn't even a bona fide star for the first part of his career. So you got to factor into his career stats that a part of his career, he wasn't even a full-time player.
Yeah, he was playing half the games.
I can't tell you how pleased and impressed I was with last night's performance.
I can tell when
I'm
you came
pumped up,
came
man.
in the studio. You looked
A little jump,
you
right?
looked like you had a little kid, like you just got your first kiss.
How about this for a statistic? And I wouldn't go that far. How about he's got 9 triple doubles this year?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good
That's pretty good.
Like after if you didn't know any better, with all the talk and some negative talk and some pessimistic people, cautious optimism, call it whatever you want. I don't think if you just watch that game not knowing, you'd be like super excited that. I mean, this is the real deal.
Yeah, but everyone's so happy to get rid of the clown that we got, we traded. So, I mean, we would have taken anybody. In fact, that we got James Harden, he's doing what he's doing on the court. It's pretty exciting.
And the problem is that a lot of those pessimistic people, they don't really watch basketball. Okay. It's like the person who yells at me because I say that Joel Embiid is better than Nikola Jokic.
Right.
And they're like, well, you don't watch Jokic. And I'm like, no, I'm watching him and you're not, because I'm the one up till 2 a.m. in the morning, as Billy knows, watching these games. You watch James Harden play. He's been the same guy for about 5 years now. He's a guy who's always looking to get his teammates involved. This is now the 3rd straight time he has a debut game. Actually, the 4th straight time he has a debut game with another star player where he has had double-digit assists. That tells you something, doesn't it? That this guy is looking for his teammates.
He's smart. He realizes what he's walking into, coming out, the surroundings, and he understands. He's not a dumb guy.
How about this,
and
guys?
he's
How
like you
about
said, he's going to pass the ball off and get everyone involved.
How about this, Brad and Josh? How about the ball movement from the team last night? I saw some crisp that I haven't seen. Now they did it. They did infuriate me a few times with some dumb turnovers. That's been this team's MO. But I thought even the passing was better. They had good ball movement. They moved without the ball. Their defense was good.
That was amazing.
Is that all because of James Harden?
Well,
the players around him?
I was surprised when watching. They meshed and they were together.
Like you said, it looks like they've been together.
They've been
for
together
years.
for 5 years. And that's what's exciting to me. And that shows you, because not all the time you have a star player comes into the fold that they don't look like that. And they're out of sync, and they just don't know where the players are on the court. It was apparent last night that they understand how to play with each other, which is exciting.
And here's the thing. Josh made this is what you say is his 4th debut with a significant other
right.
superstar.
So the first one was Chris Paul.
Right.
Then it was Russell Westbrook. Okay. Then he got traded to Brooklyn, and he had his debut with Durant and Kyrie. And now last night with Embiid.
So he's a good it's like he's a good Tonto and Lone Ranger, and he's like a good Robin.
So that for a team to be a championship team, if you have 2 stars, like both of them have to give a little bit, right?
Yes, Pippen, Jordan,
right. But I
Kobe,
mean,
Shaq,
right. You always have to have like 2 players that are like set the tempo for the rest of the team.
Set the tempo and know their roles, leaders, and just understand.
I didn't get the impression that he came in wanting to be the number one guy.
No.
which is good. Josh, did you get that impression? I mean, it looked to me and Brad, right?
It's the first game.
I know. Well,
first game.
Don't rain on my parade.
Don't get excited. I'm going to piss in your cornflakes.
Harden came out and said at the press conference, he has wanted to be a part of this team. He's wanted to play with Joel Embiid.
Yes,
he has said.
Do you think he's just saying that, or
no?
do you think
I
that's
think
truthful?
I believe.
No,
it.
I think it's. I think
You
it's.
think it's not?
legitimate.
Okay, really?
No,
Okay.
I believe it
Well,
too.
because the
Brad.
thing was, there were a lot of reports that came out of Brooklyn that he was not happy with having to carry the team. His whole reason we wanted to go to Brooklyn, he was okay with it, was because he didn't want to be the main guy anymore.
Okay.
And listen, you can't blame the guy. The guy would have been leading the league, not just in points, but in shots, in minutes per game. Like, at some point, maybe as an athlete, you're just tired of being the dude carrying.
You just want to show up and
Cole, there he cut that pride back. He wants to prove people wrong.
I think he's prideful. So I think you're right. But I'm excited about. I'm getting as excited as you are now.
You pumped up.
I'm getting pumped up. I'm pumped up now.
Oh, you gotta be. Thank God for the Sixers.
Sixers are good.
When we come back, Josh is going to play more of that song, get me pumped up a little bit more. All right, when we come back. On the other side, we got Mike Carlin's going to call in from Cleveland. He's up there. He's going to go to the Cleveland-Washington game.
Okay.
So we'll pick his brain. He's going to talk to us about the NBA, a little college basketball, and a whole lot more. We got Sixers talk coming up on the other side. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, Josh Henning pushing the buttons. Heck, the Jake from State Farm is in here. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hoops are happening, and college basketball's biggest stage is right around the corner on PropSwap. Every season, prop swappers make thousands of dollars by simply buying and selling college basketball teams. Now is the time to find those Cinderellas while the odds are high. So get to your sportsbook, buy a handful of tickets, and list them on PropSwap. Remember, only one team needs to make a run, and that ticket will pay for the rest. Dark horses happen every year. So download the free PropSwap app today. PropSwap, where America buys and sells sports bets.
High prices don't get you a great network. A great network gets you a great network. It's why Total Wireless runs on the largest, most dependable network with nationwide 5G. And now our totally unlimited plan is just $50 a month for talk, text, and high-speed data that never run out. Get unlimited laughing, scrolling, unlimited everything. Total Wireless. Do amazing. Available at Target. Capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. Total Wireless reserves the right to review your account after 60 gigs. Terms and conditions at totalwireless.com/terms.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancrelipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosis colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents, as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain, bloating, trouble passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9110.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
If you suspect you have mold in your home, water damage in your basement or crawl space, or a foundation problem, call Perfect Basement. If you're selling your home, address the problems before your buyer discovers them. Perfect Basement provides free, no-pressure inspections for waterproofing, mold remediation, and foundation repair. They're family-owned in South Jersey, licensed and certified, and accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Visit perfectbasement.com and check out their exclusive price guarantee and great reviews. That's perfectbasement.com.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers, and Flyers.
Oh, big save by Carter Harden.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
We'll change up in music.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
I love it, man. This is a great song. Song sounds better when they're winning, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Depends what kind of mood you're in, you know? You look a little hazy today, Billy. A little hazy today.
Fuzzy?
You're a little fuzzy, Billy. A little fuzzy.
My cousin shows up at my house and I said, come over to watch the game.
Did he bring a good bottle with him?
But he shows like 5-10 minutes left in the third.
Oh,
You think he could have been there from the beginning of the game?
Yeah, but if it was at the beginning of the game, you wouldn't be here this
Come there
morning.
making all kind of excuses. Listen, I'm pumped up. I love the song, the Eagles song. We got two great songs in this town. The Eagles fly song and the Sixers.
Yeah, it's good.
Last night, the only player that I was a little shocked when I looked at the stats. I thought he had scored a little bit more, but Tobias Harris was like kind of non-existent last night. Although in the beginning of the game, he knocked down a couple of Jays that were big buckets. But he only had 6 points last night. Matisse Thybulle, who started the game, obviously for defensive purposes, I thought he played really well. He was amazing. Joel Embiid, 34. Joel Embiid, 31 minutes on the floor. Harden, 35. Tyrese Maxey, 32, and he had 28 points. There's another guy, Q. Once again, as a former athlete, you have to have a good mix. You have to have role players. You have to have leaders. You have to have stars. But when other players, the rest of the team sees this, doesn't it make everybody like a high tide lifts all boats?
It does, and star players on any particular team brings out the fifth guy on the bench, or the sixth guy coming in, the seventh, that role player.
Yeah, like Danny Green. Danny Green only had 6 points, but he had a I think it was a 3 or it was a long 2 in the beginning of the game that just was, he knocked it down. Like he hit that important shot that lifts everybody up.
It does. But everyone gets around, and I'll say it again. They meshed in the continuity between the passing and the court awareness and spacing was great. And that's what I was excited about.
You know what I like? Tyrese Maxey infuses the team with all that youthful exuberance. You know what I mean? He's running around. He's got his hair flopping. He's like a whirling dervish. He's got all this energy. And I think guys feed off that, even though he's a young guy, younger player.
You get back to Danny Green, 21 minutes Danny Green plays.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting, some serious minutes from people that weren't playing. And I think that has to do with Harden. I mean, I think he's bringing out the best in them. So it's pretty exciting.
I think the spread last night was like 2.5.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
The Sixers were giving 2.5.
Yeah,
I didn't play it. I just didn't want to. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm superstitious.
133 points is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
133, 102.
You think they play a little defense on either side?
Listen, here's the thing. I know Timberwolves, they got Karl Anthony Towns, and they're what? The Timberwolves are 32 and 28. Their winning percentage is 533. But they play in the West. They're still a good team. People say, people say, Q, you can't make excuse. You beat the teams you play.
Yeah, you beat the teams you play. They're professional athletes.
As a former athlete, do you hate hearing people say, "Oh, they just beat up on Washington, or they just beat up on name a team that stinks"?
Well, it gets
because a win's a win.
Well,
right?
A win's a win, but get back to the Eagles. You look at the Eagles' schedule, how they do their scheduling.
Right.
They didn't really beat a good team all year.
Well,
that
is true, but that's not their fault.
It's not their fault. It's just the way the scheduling is.
Yeah, but as a former athlete, when you hear that, or they tune all that stuff out.
Well, you tune it out.
Because
but
Q,
it gives us something to talk about.
You guys read the newspaper.
You really don't. You really don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
you're going to tell me that you hear all the noise.
The social media, I think you listen
Ben
to
Simmons heard it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I guess the way with podcasts and social media and talk radio,
your friend, tell me
to.
if maybe this never happened to you because nobody ever said Quast stinks and this and that, the other thing, especially when you were at Iowa. But your friends would tell you, "Hey, Q, I heard this on the radio about you. They were saying this." Their friends, their family members.
Yeah, but we didn't play I played when we didn't have this scrutiny.
Talk radio and everything.
The talk radio. If we were doing college and pros, if we had the cameras, we'd be in big trouble. We'd be in big trouble. We'd be in big trouble.
And the guys are getting
trust me, we'd be in big trouble.
Look, the game itself, every game has, you have your villain, you have your leaders, your villains, right? All that stuff. But like you said last night, and there's people like you don't get along with everybody. No, you have a personal business relationship.
Yeah,
right?
It truly is a job. And you go home and it's, you got the single guys hanging out with the single guys, right? And then the married guys job, and do what you need to do, and that's it. You don't socialize.
Well, talk to me a little bit about with chemistry. How does that? Is that harder to get that type of chemistry when it is a business and you have married guys, you have single guys and stuff?
Well, chemistry is really important because
or do you live vicariously through the single guys?
Yeah, right. Well, you hang out with all single guys, and the married guys hang out with married guys, but with baseball and basketball and hockey, you might have a 2-week road trip that you're on the road. And you 2 games a week, so it's a different vibe. You're really traveling. Yeah, I mean, it's you're traveling with the team, and you're in the hotel, and you play a game, and you take the red eye back to the East Coast.
Guys play cards.
You play cards. You
roll
dice.
Tuesday night, I thought back in the old days when teams went to a town, they generally stayed overnight in that town.
Yeah,
not anymore. With charter flights.
With charter flights, they leave that same night. They get in late, and then they're the whole next morning. Then they have a skate around at the arena in the morning. Got the game at night, and they're on. I mean, it's such a tight schedule. They're on the road.
Back in the day, you had more of it wasn't as a fast pace. Like now, I asked Chief if he wanted to meet. We're gonna hang out. Chief, you want to meet after the game? He said no. They're taking right off.
Yeah.
I looked at his schedule. They had a game 2 days Thursday at home.
Yeah.
So what was the big hurry to get home?
Just to get home, sleep in your own bed, and treat and do rehab in your own facility, and skate and practice at your own facility. They just want to get.
I don't know what the Sixers did because they're up in New York tomorrow at 1:00, so they probably got out of there right away.
But the whole COVID and traveling, it's a different. They get on their charter and go.
I know.
It's a different
back
world.
in the day, you guys used to fly domestically.
Yeah, back
right.
Way
you had to walk
to
the airport, go through security.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right. You had to wait on the flight schedule.
Yeah. It's nice.
Now they have charter flights. You just after the game, they just bus it right over to the. Charter flight. They don't have to go through a metal detector.
Yeah, what I understand, the Sixers left a couple hours after the game last night. They got into New York early this morning. They got to their hotels, and then today is going to be just pretty much a rest day. They might do a walkthrough either tonight or tomorrow morning, but the most likely they're just going to have a day off because the Sunday game's at 1 p.m. So people could tune into the locker room at 10 a.m. Sunday, and then the game jumps on at 1 p.m. So it's something like Eagles Sunday.
Yep.
The PT.
They got to. I mean, they start getting a pounding on their lower extremity. You got to rest your legs.
The one other thing that I want to add to that is that does that detract from the possibility of having chemistry, or does it have any effect at all?
Chemistry, you
Like,
can't force chemistry. It's got to be there in leadership and coaches too. That's why the coaches get paid. So the coaches have to facilitate that, and they got to, So it's a whole leadership issue.
See, Q, you're valuable more than you know.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. The second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. By the way, we're streaming live on my YouTube channel, The Locker Room Billy Schweim, and also my Facebook page, Billy Schweim. Check it out there. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. There's a full calendar of golf and social events throughout the season to appeal to everyone. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And I want to remind people, get down to Gregory's today between 1 and 5. Gregory's is located at 900 Shore Road in Summers Point. They're having the South Jersey Coastal Rowing Fundraiser. Gregory sent me an email, and they're going to have a good time down there. They've got it's a light fare included with the $30 fee at the door and raffle and drawing. So get down to Gregory's. All right, My Winter Watchdog. Have you heard of New Jersey's premier vacant home management service, My Winter Watchdog? You know those worrisome thoughts that creep into your mind every time you hear of a storm coming, and the daunting task of driving down the shore to check on the house, hours of time on the road. Let My Winter Watchdog be your eyes and ears with their 15-point inspection checklist. They offer a full menu of maintenance and improvement services. Owner Debbie McGonigal and her team of property caretakers are professional, licensed, bonded, and insured. So don't let the winter worry you. They'll give your house that lived-in look. That's My Winter Watchdog. Go to mywinterwatchdog.com or give them a call at 267-202-1869. That's 267-202-1869, or send Debbie an email, debbie@mywinterwatchdog.com. When we return, we'll talk with Mike Carlin. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, right here, 97.3 ESPN.
NBA Saturday prime time.
The rebound stolen by a Combo, winds up and throws it home on a windmill right hand.
The march to the postseason continues when Giannis and the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks welcome the Brooklyn Nets.
One to shoot out to Aldridge, got off a three and he hit it.
The Bucks and Nets. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern on ESPN Radio. It's the NBA on 97.3 ESPN, your exclusive home for the NBA Finals.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is Camden County Commissioner John Young with some quick COVID vaccine facts. First, if you haven't received your booster shot, you're not fully protected. 99% of our positive cases are people who haven't been boosted. Second, we can't predict who will have a mild or severe illness. We must all get vaccinated to protect everyone around us. This is your shot. Make it count. And remember, if you're not boosted, you're not fully protected. Visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine for more information.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get two great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
Got a party of 10 coming in. We need to flip those two tables.
Leah's restaurant is fully booked night after night.
Section 3 is still behind.
She no longer has reservations about finally finding a hostess.
Why doesn't 23 have menus? Oh, Because they're in my hand.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
With GMF financing excludes Corvette. Now till the end of the month, Bennett Chevrolet is paying a minimum $8,000 for any trade. No joke. That's $8,000 minimum for any rundown old piece of junk you can get to our lot. Don't let that clunker just sit around. Have it towed to Bennett and get at least $8,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. But this is a special offer this month only. Got a good trade? Bring it in. Because if we're paying a minimum $8,000 for junk, imagine how much more Bennett will pay for a good quality trade. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy ours. Plus, you won't find Bennett selling new cars over factory window sticker like other dealers. And if you're stuck in a lease, we can get you out early. Every make and model. No obligation, no pressure. Because our non-commissioned sales staff is paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Now till the end of the month, Bennett Chevrolet is paying a minimum $8,000 for any trade. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN. I know there's one guy that's really excited. I have a football guy. I got a basketball guy.
It was fun. It was
I
fun.
got a
at the
hockey
Flyers.
guy.
Yeah, we got every guy.
I got a betting guy.
You got everything you need.
So let's go.
Now
to,
you need a knee guy.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in our own Mike Carlin, who's out there in Cleveland. He's going to the Cavs game. There he is. What's up, Carlin?
What's up, guys? I miss you guys.
I miss you too. We had a good time the other night.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that was a blast.
So, hey, Carlin, in the beginning of the show, Quast and I were talking about. Now, he's not a big hockey guy.
Who?
Carlin. Matter of fact, that was the first time you went to it. You know what he said to me that was caught my attention and made me laugh? You told me the last time you went to a hockey game.
I know what you're going to say.
The last time you went to a hockey game, the netting wasn't behind the goal.
That's like in 1975.
Were you? So, Carlin, not being a hockey guy, not being at a hockey game in such a long time, how disappointed were you with the crowd at the Wells Fargo Center? I mean, Philadelphia is known for its loyal fan base being loyalty to a fault. I mean, Flyers fans were called Stepford fans, but there's no Stepford fans that night, except for the one girl we're going to have on tomorrow, Karen.
I can remember, just a couple of years ago. I have a lot of friends that are Flyers fans, and they would talk about how hard it is to get tickets and how hard it is. I remember at one point it was much harder to get a Flyers ticket than it was an Eagles ticket. Yeah. And when we walked in and I was looking at the crowd, I was like, I don't know if there's 10,000 people here, maybe 12, but I was used to a loud, everybody into it. It was. For me, I still had a lot of fun. When you have
it was the company. It was the boys at the locker room.
Yeah.
And then Pete told a story on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill that when you went to the bathroom, you were at the urinal. You could hear me. You could hear me talking. You couldn't even hear the crowd.
Yeah.
Or either I'm that loud.
You are that loud.
He's loud.
I don't want. Let's not
We're
talk
up in the booth, in the club box, and Billy's talking. Everyone's looking, trying to watch the game. They couldn't even hear the game.
Hey, the one question, I don't know if I asked you this, guys, or not, and then we'll move on to basketball real quick. But being my first game in a long time for the Flyers, I saw a lot of jerseys. Let me ask you guys: is there more jerseys Flyers or more jerseys at Eagles games?
I want to say it's about the same, because I'm telling you, you get more of. You get more of the visitors. Jerseys.
I think more Flyers generally.
You think, John?
Yeah,
Flyers?
I think more.
There
Flyers.
were a lot of jerseys.
There were a lot of jerseys.
I think the jersey, the hockey jersey, is more of a like a badge of honor, more of a. Yeah, I do. I really do.
Gotcha. Well, let's talk basketball.
Yeah, Carlin. How about our 76ers? Now, look, when did you get to Cleveland last night? Did you go yesterday?
Yeah.
So you watched the Sixers game in Cleveland?
Yes. So I was here in Cleveland. We got here about 4:00. Got my son. Got over to where we're staying, relatives of ours, and Then it was just a little bit of a party and watch the game kind of thing.
Now, I don't know. Brad's kind of getting on me because I'm so excited. He doesn't want me to get too excited.
He's
It's
already
only
has
one
them in the
game.
finals
Right?
already.
No, I didn't say that. But,
He's already in the
but
finals.
is it all right for me to get this excited, Carly?
Because I'm really excited. But you also have to know that it's the first game. We still have some time. Let's put it that way.
There's 23 games left in the regular season.
Right. But the things that came out of last night were the little things I was looking at. Not so much the score and all that. You want to see how the team's going to mesh. They played last night. Right. They played last night like they've been together for a couple months.
Exactly.
Brad said.
I'm like, holy cow! I'm watching it going.
Brilliant
This is
minds
great.
think alike.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, the ball movement,
Yep.
the passing.
Well, I thought there was great. I said that earlier. I said there was great ball movement. The passes were crisp. Now, even though they did turn over the ball, some of the turnovers left you very frustrated. But by and large, I thought the passing was crisp. I thought the ball movement was good. They moved the.
Think about this. You have a new guy coming on to a team that's been together now for 3/4 of the season. So sometimes you have players that literally stand off the side and say, "Let's see what he's going to do." You had none of that. Everybody looked no one looked uncomfortable, is my point.
Yeah, that's the thing I took away from the game. They played
as a team. And then when you look at the stats for our big Maxey now is one of our big three. But just last night with Embiid, Maxey, and Harden, do you know they shot combined 63% from the field?
63%.
I mean, that's unbelievable. And on top of that, everybody was talking about Harden with his points, what's going to happen, how's he going to mesh. He had 12 assists last night. He's moving the ball around. Not only does he score 27 points, get 8 rebounds, but 12 assists, guys.
Yes.
So that shows us one thing that he's. I would say that's a team player.
Yeah, I mean, Embiid 34, Harden 27, Maxey 28. I mean, that's awesome.
And guys, they didn't play Detroit or somebody. Minnesota, we don't hear a lot because they're in the other conference. If they were in our if they were in our conference, they'd be right below us in 6th place.
Right.
I mean, they have Towns. They have an all-star. It's not like Embiid didn't play against anybody. They played against an all-star, and that all-star couldn't handle Embiid.
We're talking with Mike Carlin. He's our locker room co-host. He's in Cleveland, and I'm telling you, Brad and Mike. I know you keep your enthusiasm tempered. I get it and everything after one game, but like you said, Mike, I saw so many little things that they did right. Now the shooting percentage, that's not going to happen every night. So it's how they can play when they're missing shots.
Well, you know what else I saw? You know what else I saw as a team? No one's talking about Harris. Harris did not have a really good game. He was like 2 for 9 for shooting. Okay,
6 points.
But here's the point. He got some good shots. Sometimes it's just not your night and they're falling. Shooters know that. But moving forward, when people start really keying on Embiid, Maxey, and Harden, you watch. Harris is going to be the guy that at the end of the year, we're going to be like, man, did he really come through? Because the ball's going to swing to him, and he's going to hit that open three. I guarantee it.
And Danny Green played well last night. I mean, he didn't have – I thought he played well. I mean, they all played
21 minutes, 6 points.
He had a big shot. Now, one thing that I will say in the beginning of the game, I thought the officiating was really suspect. That one, I forget who it was, but he grabbed Maxey, pulled him around, and Maxey got called for a foul.
Well,
the officiating in the
NBA
is
still young in the league.
Yeah.
But hey, referees, it's every game now. It's not just that game. It's every game.
You want to see.
That's the toughest thing to do is to travel in NBA. I mean, the traveling and physicalness. Are you going to push them? It's tough.
Guys, you want to hear the best part about Cleveland? I get to Cleveland. I'm downtown, right across the street from the stadium, the arena.
Right.
Guess who's on the billboard? I think.
Joel Embiid. I saw
Joel Embiid. Yeah. Think of all the players that played in that game that could be up on that billboard. They got our Joel Embiid in there. I mean, it was like, oh, I'm home. It's like a second home.
Cleveland's 35-24. They're not playing. They're playing well.
Trust me, they're going crazy out here in Cleveland. And now with this talk about LeBron may come back, may not, all that kind of stuff. But as of right now, the true Cleveland people, they're not even talking about LeBron. They're saying, hey guys, we're in this to the end right now with the team we have.
We're having some type of problem.
Hey, are you going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
My son wants to take me there.
Yeah, go to the Hall of Fame.
We were actually talking about that today to go back this afternoon because it's literally.
Now Cleveland's a one hat town. I mean, it's not a big city. My brother Bobby and I
One-hat town.
All right, it's a one-hat town.
What's that mean?
I mean, it's a small town.
Okay,
I mean,
a one-hat town.
The
you can
downtown, you can walk from
You can walk around.
right? You can walk around from one, like where the actual like high rises start.
Yeah.
You can walk from one high rise to the other one. Probably get there in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's not that far at all.
I mean, the football stadium's a 5-minute walk right on the
Mistake
water.
on the lake. You ever play in Cleveland, Brett?
No,
You never played in
Never
Cleveland?
played in Cleveland. No.
I told you I went to the Cleveland game. It was right on the lake, man. The snow was coming off.
Really?
The Eagles played out
And
there.
they're a lot like us. Their baseball stadium literally is not even a 10-second walk. It's right across the street from the arena where the basketball is.
That's nice. Everything's downtown.
Everything's right downtown. They got the bars and restaurants, walking distance. It's a lot of fun when the weather's good. Like,
all right, Carlin, what do you think
snow.
about Carlin? What do you think about? There's some criticism towards Doc Rivers that he played Harden and beat too much last night. I mean, beat at 31 minutes. Harden had 30. Led everybody with 35 minutes. Did he play too much for his first game back?
For the first game, trust me, he tried to take those players out. I guarantee those players are saying, "Coach, we don't need to come out." I mean, they wanted to show a statement to the league. Here we are, we're together, and we're only going to get better. And it wasn't like some of them were having off nights. They were all having great nights. Brad, you know what this is like. When you're having a good night or a good day, you don't want to come out of it.
You don't want to come off. You hit the nail on the head. They wanted to make a statement. That's why they put up 133 points.
Right.
They're like, you know what? There's a new sheriff in town.
Sheriff in town.
We're the 76ers.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's exactly
right.
what they did.
Because
they flexed some muscles.
Could you imagine the criticism if they only had, like, if they squeaked by Minnesota last night, like
chastised.
98 to 96, 95,
and they know that they go.
They made a statement last
we got to
night.
make a
That's
statement.
why I got Carlin on his show.
Make a statement.
Guess who's next? We got 2 wins coming up back.
We got the Knicks.
We got the Knicks and the Knicks. We got the Knicks at home. Knicks away.
That'll be. I'm going to watch that intently. The Knicks game. That's going to be a good one.
And I thought, look, Brad and I talked about this obviously earlier. I thought Harden looked like he was in great shape. I mean, didn't seem to be hampered by any hamstring. He looked like he was fit. Like people say, like people are calling into question his fitness. He might be a little chunky. I didn't see that last night.
And body language, guys, you can tell from the time he stepped on the court and the players all around him. Not only is he playing for the Sixers, he wants to be here. You can tell.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to be here.
He truly looks like he's happy, and that's great because happy Harden is a happy 76ers.
I think it's going to be a good stretch.
It's going to be a good one.
So, all right. So you guys want me to be cautious optimism?
Yes.
Not to get too excited, like
Let
professional athletes. You want to keep it even keel. When things are going great, don't get too high. When things are going poorly, don't get too low. Keep that even keel. But guess what? I'm pumped. Boom! They made a statement last night, and that was a great. Carlin, I saw people walking around town in Sixers jerseys yesterday.
Yeah, I think this one player is going to change everything.
Yeah, it's good to see for the city. It really is.
Yeah.
Carlin, enjoy your time out there in Cleveland, the one-hat town.
Yeah, we're going to see Washington tonight. So it should be a good game tonight.
The Wizards. All right, Carlin, there he
is.
Buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys. Again, great time on the Flyers game, and looking forward to seeing you next week.
We'll talk to Mike Carlin. He's on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. I want to remind people the second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. Get player on their 18-hole championship golf course. Enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. For more information on how to become a member or book a wedding, go down there and see their facility. It's unbelievable. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. When you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for us. We love Ron. He's a good man. Radio Raheem. That's what Michael Rozier. We had Michael Rozier down there with the Heisman Trophy one year.
Okay.
And he was calling him Radio Raheem.
Raheem.
All right, excuse me, friends. Let me tell you about Maserati of the Mainline, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations, and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli mid-size sedan and the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati of the Mainline also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati of the Mainline offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments, and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at Maserati the main line today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800. Or visit them online anytime at motml.com. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
Today on ESPN Radio. The journey to the tourney continues when Florida State heads to Charlottesville to face Virginia. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio. The college basketball season continues only on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for a military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is Mike Herron. You've heard me talk about my experiences playing football at the Naval Academy on the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. I'm here to tell you about a company with the same high level of integrity and dedication that it takes to be successful on the football field. Best Property Maintenance. When you need cleaning and janitorial services you can trust, call Best Property Maintenance. They'll take care of your property from top to bottom, commercial and residential, fully licensed and insured. Call Best today. When you want it done right and on time, call Best. They'll do the rest. Call today 609-926-2378 or go online at bestpropertynj.com.
Find more jobs on thenewmonster.com. Jobs for night owls, early risers. Jobs for people who do their best thinking in the morning, or the evening, or the shower, or with TV cameras pointed in their face. Jobs for people who like the way they look in scrubs, or in cowboy hats, or tool belts. Even jobs for people who think they have a voice for radio. With more advice and jobs for career switchers, new grads, and digital nomads, Monster has all you need to find the right fit. Go to thenewmonster.com or download our app today.
High prices don't get you a great network. A great network gets you a great network. It's why Total Wireless runs on the largest, most dependable network with nationwide 5G. And now our totally unlimited plan is just $50 a month for talk, text, and high-speed data that never run out. Get unlimited laughing, scrolling, unlimited everything. Total Wireless. Do amazing. Available at authorized dealers. Capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. Total Wireless reserves the right to review your account after 60 gigs. Terms and conditions at totalwireless.com/terms.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get two great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
The 2022 Hercules Tires MAC Basketball Championships are headed to Atlantic City's Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall, March 8th through 12th, featuring 22 men's and women's teams. The tournament is fun for the family, featuring a band jam, Spirit Squad showcase, and a mac and cheese fest, where you'll be able to taste a variety of mac and cheese from your favorite local restaurants. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action, to see who will cut down the nets, and earn a spot in the big dance. Get your tickets at boardwalkhall.com.
You like that song, huh?
Yeah, man. Yes, everybody.
Kind of folky. Like
for Philadelphia.
There you go.
76ers. All right, so I'm not going to let you guys rain on my parade. I'm going to be excited. I'm not saying they're going to win the NBA championship, but what I'm saying is that feeling of hope and like satisfaction last night. I was satisfied. There's some like time when you have games, even though you win, you're not satisfied. Last night I was satisfied.
That I agree. That was they put points up. They played together. They meshed. They just
there wasn't
they were
one
happy.
aspect of the game that I said,
it was a good feeling after the game. I agree. I totally agree with you.
Euphoria must continue.
Euphoria.
Okay, listen. Let's talk a little Eagles football since I have you in here.
Okay.
There's a lot of speculation about the quarterback position, especially because of the Rams winning the Super Bowl. When they sold out. They brought in, Stafford. They brought in the linebacker. They made moves.
Von Miller. They put all their chips in the middle.
They put all their chips in. They remember. I think one of the guys even had a shirt, "Screw the draft picks" or whatever.
Yes.
The owner.
Yeah, the GM Les Snead.
The GM. Yeah. I'm not so sure that I want to do that here. So the Eagles are not. If they were just one or two players away, I would say yeah. But I don't think the Eagles. I think they're more than just 2 or 3 players away.
So they got a lot of draft capital this year.
Yeah.
They play in a good conference to win it. So we have to. So who do you say we have to get to the playoffs? You still got Green Bay. Well, Aaron Rodgers.
No. Let's not even look at the teams. Let's just look at our team and saying what I'm saying is I don't think that this team is 3 players away or 2 players away. I think it's more. It could be like they need to revise their whole defense. It's not just one area. So why would you want to give away your draft picks for one, like a Russell Wilson or obviously Deshaun Watson come a little cheaper because of his problems, but do they even want him in here?
No, they don't want him. But the only way I'm convinced the only way you grow a team in the NFL is through your draft capital.
Right. You said you've always maintained that if you don't hit on your first and second drafts, you're set back.
Yeah, and because the first round draft choice are 5-year contracts, and you don't have to give them an extension, for 5 years, 6 years. So you can really maneuver because that you have a hard cap with the rookies. So that's the way you're going to grow, and you got to draft properly and get your quarterback through the draft. I
was very critical of Alex Singleton this year. The linebacking play was less than stellar. They only put 4% of their cap money into the linebacker position, that's what they're notoriously famous for. They want to bolster up both offensive, defensive lines, and then the secondary. But they have failed to do that. They need an edge rusher. They need a good linebacker. They need secondary help. They've got a lot of holes.
And that's what you go through the first round. I think.
So you don't worry about Russell Wilson right now?
I think.
Josh, are you a proponent of bringing Russell Wilson in?
Here's the problem with a lot of this stuff. It's speculation.
Yeah,
there's no reporting out there that says Russell Wilson wants out of Seattle right now.
Yeah, but on his media thing, he didn't say.
But that's speculation.
Same with Aaron Rodgers.
So are we supposed to be the same imbeciles that are on other radio stations and that are on TV networks who are saying, "Oh my goodness, he did something on social media"? You know what I saw? I saw for 3 years Ben Simmons shooting threes in the gym on social media. Social media.
Woke up the giant. Look at him. I wish you could see us in the studio here. He's out of control. He lost his mind. He's out of control.
Listen.
Social media gave us Ben Simmons.
Social media
by the way,
worst.
Speaking of TV, how about what Troy Aikman? $90 million, $18 million, $20 million a year.
It's crazy.
What is it? And then you know what's going to happen? Our cable bill is going to go skyrocket.
Well, no, that's not the reason why. No,
someone's got to pay for
$90 million.
First of all, Billy, if you think that your cable bill is paying for Troy Aikman, you don't understand how that stuff
I
works.
like Troy. I like Troy. He's a real arrogant SOB. He's an arrogant SOB, but he does a nice job on their TV.
Of Aikman, Romo, and Collingsworth, who do you like?
I like Troy Aikman.
Of those 3,
yes.
But
he's not worth $20 million a year.
Well, you get.
I'm not asking about the money. I'm asking about.
No, so I go.
If you had to choose,
I like Aikman because he's more professional than
Romo.
Collinsworth comes across like, I know he's prepared. He does his homework and everything, and he makes some good. But he always comes off like I don't want to say a child, but
he's a whiny.
Yeah,
he's whiny, like someone just stole his box lunch to go to school. He's like that in person too.
Aikman comes across as a leader.
He's a leader. He's confident. And he's knowledgeable.
I guess what I'm trying to say is Collinsworth comes across as a wide receiver. And Troy Aikman comes across as a quarterback.
A quarterback, yeah. A whiny.
A championship winning quarterback.
Yeah, right? Hall of Fame quarterback.
No, but come on, you guys. Josh, $20 million. I know it's not your money, but eventually, I mean, they're paying that contract where they got to generate money from somewhere where they get it.
They get it from the advertisers. Advertisers.
Get it from the people.
There's no. See that's where. See again,
you
you are repeating a falsity from the internet.
No, but it's advertisers, so the advertisers pay
Correct.
$20 million.
But
then
Brad's
the advertisers got to pay more for the product.
That's right.
And that's us.
It's a
We're
big
paying
cycle,
more,
Josh.
We're paying more at the pump.
But that's not.
It's trickle down economics.
Ronald Reagan right over
Trickle
there.
down economics.
The reason why your cable bill goes up does not have to do with how much they're paying the talent. Your cable bill goes up because, well, that's a part of it, yes. But the other part of it is that nowadays the cable network is trying to rip you off. Comcast / Xfinity, DirecTV, Dish Network, all these platforms, what they're doing is they're trying to make up for the money they're losing by overcharging you. And then what they do is they blame the networks. Well, ESPN's making it hard for us.
Are you making my argument for me, Josh? I'm saying the same thing.
I just told you it's nothing to do with Aikman. It has to do with the cable networks and the Dish Network saying, well, ESPN's making it hard for us. And ESPN will be like, no, we don't really care.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you turn off a sports event because of the announcer?
I have, but not lately.
I have.
And even though I'm getting ready to do it for the Sixers, so I'd rather hear Tom McGinnis.
Yeah, so that's how important these announcers are. Like, I'm not going to watch a game because there's an announcer. I can't stomach him.
I got to be honest.
That's why they're worth $20 million.
That's why they're worth correct.
Right.
Sure.
People are watching because they want to listen to them.
Right.
I don't think you're watching a game because Troy Aikman's calling Monday Night Football.
I think some people are.
Well, listen, when Madden and Summerall went over to Fox and got all
the ratings went through the roof.
Through the roof. So
you're saying that Troy Aikman has that type of chops as Madden?
Yes. Not yet. He does. He's up there.
Because look who else is on the landscape.
Wow.
Like, no offense to the guys at ESPN, but Steve Levy.
I like him.
Levy, to me, is an NHL and Sports Center and college football guy.
It's Levy, Greasy, and Reddick.
Guess what? I like that was.
I like Lou Riddick.
I like Lou Riddick,
but the problem is that he's with the other two.
Yeah, it's three.
You don't like Greasy. You guys don't like Greasy.
Too much.
I don't like three people.
It's too much.
It's like three people in the studio.
Yeah,
it's like three people in the studio, guys.
To go around. Listen, there was three people. Monday Night Football was Howard Cosell, Danny Don, and
but that was different because Cosell know how to work the broadcast.
It's very challenging to have three guys.
You need a main guy who can work it.
Absolutely.
I'm the main guy.
Are you the main guy
Am
here?
I the main guy here?
Josh,
well, his name is on the show.
Well, yeah, listen, we got to talk about that.
It's the locker room with Billy Schweim.
We got to talk about that. I got to renegotiate my next contract.
Yes, you do. I just thought, look, I don't tune in to watch or listen to the commentary. I mean, look, last night I wanted to make sure that I was home. So I heard Pete say this on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill yesterday during happy hour with the PT that he wants to now he wants to watch the game. He wants to hear the commentary so you don't miss anything. But I don't tune in because Troy Aikman's calling the game.
Yeah,
I might tune out. I won't tune in.
So Billy texted me, Josh. He goes, and I'm out to dinner with good friends. He goes, make sure you watch the game so you know what they're talking about tomorrow.
Come on, you got to watch the game.
I can watch the games. I do.
About practice, about the game.
Practice, I'm not practicing.
So then you're out on. Get back to we started this with the football. You're out then with you don't think that they should invest in Russell Wilson moving forward?
No, I don't.
Stay with Jalen Hurts. Because you're not. Look, Jalen Hurts didn't do anything to help his stock out in that playoff game. Matter of fact, there's more questions now than there was before that game.
Sure, but
is that fair, Josh?
Well, listen, it's fair, but you can't take one game and hold it against a guy.
No, I'm not saying give up on Russ. But I'm saying, how much do we have to give up to get him?
That's right.
That's the key.
Part of the
I
conversation.
think you're going to have a key.
That's the whole thing.
But Brad, you're probably
this team is not a quarterback away.
That's what.
No.
That's exactly what I'm
saying.
But
look at how much a good quarterback can bring you to the promised land, though. They're everything.
Yeah, but look at the last two teams. I mean, one of them was Brady,
right.
So that's an exception to the rule.
Does Brady come back? Huh?
I don't think so. I mean, he's doing that TV thing now. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm going out to Vegas for the draft.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm going out to
You're going to give us a live report?
I'll give you a live report. I'm going to Vegas for the draft.
You might not be coming back.
Well, I mean, that's the case. You're 3 hours
I'm going to
behind.
Vegas for the draft. So I don't know.
You might as well call up
Where's
Dave
Q?
Sharapan.
Hey, where's Q? I am. I'm going to hook up with. Hey, where's Q? I don't know. He hasn't been back. Hasn't been seen for a month.
Josh, he won't know how to work his mic. It'll be asking you all kind of questions. And,
oh, my goodness.
That's too funny. Q, man, you're going to Vegas, huh?
Yeah, Vegas.
I got to stay away from that.
Q and Sharapan live on the strip.
That's it. We're on the strip.
All right. Second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. For more information, you want to book a wedding or have a function down there, it's a great location. Go to greatbay.com if you want to become a member, or call them at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Of course, Radio Ron Ralston's the man down there. Give him a call. I want to remind people that the coastal rowing is becoming an Olympic sport. So they're having a South Jersey coastal rowing fundraiser today at Gregory's between 1 and 5. Get down to Gregory's, 900 Shore Road. It's $30 at the door. Light fares included with raffle and drawings. You're going to have a great time. Gregory, Joe Grimes, the whole crew, Dan Adams. I'm going to try to make it. I don't know if I'll be able to get down there, but that's where they'll be, and it's for a good cause. All right, when we return, I want to do one other thing. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
It's Flyers Capitals later today with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action. Coverage begins at 12:30 on your home for Flyers hockey in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Dorothy Roofing. Call 1-877-97-Kevin.
Do you own a commercial property? Are you in need of a dependable, honest roofer? For repairs, replacements, coatings, and more, give us a call today at 1-877-97-Kevin.
Wizard quality comes with DorothyRoofing.com.
It's Tango Day, everybody. Follow after me and step and bet and slide and dip. That's tango.
Why is Ice-T leading our tango class?
It's probably the heart-shaped Honey Nut Cheerios. He found out they can help lower cholesterol. Now he's having fun taking care of his heart in all sorts of new ways.
Let's see those hips move, people.
Hurry and get your heart-shaped Cheerios. They're only here for a limited time.
Hoops are happening, and college basketball's biggest stage is right around the corner on PropSwap. Every season, PropSwappers make thousands of dollars by simply buying and selling college basketball teams. Now is the time to find those Cinderellas while the odds are high. So get to your sportsbook, buy a handful of tickets, and list them on PropSwap. Remember, only one team needs to make a run, and that ticket will pay for the rest. Dark horses happen every year. So download the free PropSwap app today. PropSwap, where America buys and sells sports bets.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. We're not going to talk about baseball. We're going to talk about baseball.
We're lockout.
We're
locking them out.
We're locking them out of our conversation today?
Yes, they're locked out until they get their
Because
act
Monday's
together.
the deadline. If they miss Monday's date and they can't come to an agreement, that'll
they're
push
killing
everything
themselves.
back.
They're killing themselves.
Whose side are you on, Josh? Owners or players?
Neither.
How about you, Q? You're
Well,
probably
I'm pro player. I'm players. I'm players. Yeah.
I think that both sides are mishandling it.
I'm for the owners. And I don't want to see the DH.
Well, DH is coming. They've already agreed on
I don't
that.
want to see it.
DH is coming. Get over it. You and Mike Gill can go hang out together on the DH.
I got it. Mike Gill doesn't want the DH either.
I'd like to see the pitchers get in there and try to struggle to hit.
Not only that, it makes the game. Baseball's a thinking man's game.
It's strategy.
It's strategy is right.
I understand both sides of the argument because the like you guys said, there's strategy in the game when the pitcher's involved. But for the players, they're saying, look, we get another roster spot. We get another guy who gets a salary, because of the DH. And, I will never hold against a guy trying to maximize the little bit of money they can get for a short amount of time. I am all for the players making money in that category. So in that case, I'm okay with it.
I guess nothing stays the same. Everything we expect change, but I'm not in favor of it. I think that taking the double switch and doing things like strategy. I know managers don't have that much to do anyway. And then the last thing they have to have any latitude to make moves, they're taking that away from them.
They're taking it away. Yep.
And that affects the game.
Well, they gotta speed up the game. They're trying to make process.
Put a DH in there is not going to speed it
Yeah,
up,
but
is it?
no.
That's another guy to hit double and keep the inning going.
True.
Baseball has a lot of problems, and instead of fixing their problems, they're all arguing over with each other about what the minimum salary should be, and about arbitration, and about the
I gotta
draft.
tell you, so you're not for either. You're for the players. I'm for the owners.
Why were you for the owners?
Because I think they can. I think that the players can come down a little. They're not that far apart, are they, Josh? I mean, it's not like.
Well, the players
technical talk.
The player's position has been for those who don't know the player's position has been that the owners have been lying about the money.
That's their stance for years and years and years.
Yeah, but there's evidence of it. There's proof out there that the owners are saying that they're making less money when they're actually making more money. And the owner's position is, we can't give you too much money or we'll potentially run out of money, which it's hard to prove that. You can't really prove that, especially with all the TV money out there. So the problem is that the owners still think this is 1975, okay? And baseball owners have not evolved at all, whereas the NFL and basketball have understood that they have to be partners with the players. The baseball owners still look at the players as like those stupid little kids over there. They'll find somebody else to play with a stick in the ball.
Yeah,
Rob
you're right.
Manfred's now
Their attitude towards the players is definitely that way.
The commissioners now get involved.
Yeah,
so
it's a mess.
Is Rob Manfred the worst commissioner?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is Gary Bettman?
Yeah, it's 1A.
Bettman ruined the NHL.
Completely.
I think he could take a fight now. That just killed it. I think. I think if there was,
I know it's a hard pick. That's why I asked.
Guess what?
It's tough.
If there was fighting left, if they fought the way they used to fight, I don't think you'd see that many empty seats.
I don't think you'd see many seats,
serious.
and definitely more TV.
Especially in Philadelphia, right?
Hockey's a terrible sport for TV.
Yeah, you
got to watch. But if they were fighting, I think it would pick up the ratings.
Hey,
I'm telling you,
it might or it might not.
It would. It
would.
would.
We do. Listen,
it would. I'm telling you.
You forget that we live in a soft society. So I mean, there's a lot of people out there that no matter they can blame a football hit.
Feminization of America.
Oh, it's terrible.
Now, I wouldn't say feminization. I would say wussification.
Wussification.
The Flyers are coming up next right here on our radio airwaves. They're playing the Capitals at the Wells Fargo Center now.
You care, Bill?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'll listen on 97.3 ESPN on the way home.
But as soon as you get home,
But as soon as I get home,
What are the
I'm
chances?
getting horizontal on the couch.
What are the chances you think I'm going to turn it on and watch?
There's no shot at you.
Slim to none, and Slim just left town. No, you're right. Oh boy!
Tomorrow, though, on the program, you'll be back. We'll be back together. PT will be in the house. We're going to talk with Karen Shavitz. We met her.
We met her at the game.
She was a really nice,
she was
sweet woman. She works at Uncle Bill's Pancake House there on
Ocean
24,
City.
Yeah. And how about that? 48 years she's been a season ticket holder.
That's
Since
crazy.
1974 and has only missed a handful
That's
of games.
unbelievable. By herself.
And by the way, you know what she told me? She only gets one ticket.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how much of a loyal fan. She doesn't miss a game.
She drives down from the shore by herself and comes in and sees the game. That's loyalty.
I mean, we were actually, it's so funny because we're up there sitting at that high top table for the second period. We ended up talking to her for
because the game was terrible.
Yeah. I wish I could read some of the text messages that Chief sent me during the game. They're definitely, but I can't do it.
You can't do it.
No, I can't do it.
Can't do it.
He is a funny guy.
I like
Josh is
Brewery.
getting ready to say something.
Listen, I like Craig. You know, Billy's brought in a lot of people into his show over the years, and I would say Craig's one of the best.
Yes, he
because Craig will never lie to you.
Nope.
He'll never sugarcoat it. He tells you what he thinks. He either likes you or he don't like you.
And
he
you'll
will
know, and you'll know it.
And you'll know.
He does it in a way that's like, I don't know, it's just like, it's genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
You're a jerk. I'm not going to talk to you.
Well,
I know.
he just, but that was a good era, and that's a rough and tough NHL back then. They're like the NFL. Quarterbacks don't get hit like they used to. They can last longer. They
don't have camp as long. They don't hit in practice.
That makes you mad as a linebacker.
Oh,
You just wanna get like Ray Nitschke on them or something.
Yeah.
The no physicality in practice thing is what drives me nuts.
Practice? We're talking about practice?
I ain't talking about practice.
Talk about practice.
Hey, enjoy that win last night, and tomorrow we'll be back at it. The Sixers play at 1:00 up in New York with the Knicks, so we'll get you all psyched up for that tomorrow. We'll talk with a great Flyers fan, Karen Shavitz. She's been a season ticket holder for 48 years, so we'll talk to her. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Thanks to Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, Josh Henning. Stay tuned for Flyers hockey at 12:30 against the Washington Capitals at the Wells Fargo Center. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same channel, 97.3 ESPN.